Sitting on these steps, once a far-off dream for Jaewon Kwon of South Korea. Today, it is the campus where dreams come true. In May of 2021, he was among the nervous graduates embarking on the celebration that comes at the end of big accomplishments.
He is one of the bravest human beings I've ever met.
Jaewon, an honor student with one honorable story.
It was a triumphant moment. I didn't know whether to laugh, cry, all those things all at once.
Jaewon is among the elder graduates. At 41 years old, he earned this degree. Through the delicate and skilled hands he uses to create works of art in pastry form. But he doesn't just craft with them. It's how he communicates with the world.
When did you decide you wanted to become a pastry chef?
When I was about 10 years ago, I was eating bread and a variety of different breads. And I didn't feel like they were very good. So I wanted them to improve and to be better. So, to have a better shape or to look really appetizing. So that's what kind of made me want to become one.
But Jaewon says being deaf, 39 years old at the time and living in South Korea, left him with few opportunities to even work, let alone pursue a dream.
I got emotional because, in Korea there's deaf people. It's hard to find a job there in Korea as a deaf person. So I was really hoping that I could pass the test to get into the school here.
Here, one of the best culinary schools in the United States, Johnson & Wales University in Providence, Rhode Island. A long way to go for a man who just 3 years ago didn't speak English or speak at all.
It was very difficult. I wasn't very skilled in English. I didn't know a lot. Maybe knew a few words here and there, but I didn't know the full language at all. And also, I have to learn ASL, which is another language in itself.
So Jaewon says he watched people who spoke English, and in just 1 year felt ready to apply to the school.
I just kept busy learning, reading, trying to remember things.
In 2018, a simple journal entry, the day he found out he was accepted. He was moving to the U.S. to pursue opportunities he had spent decades longing for.
Oh, I was so excited. Oh, relieved, because I passed everything. I felt relieved, and when I passed everything, it just because it was such a struggle, it was a real challenge for me.
Despite his determination, he would need help, interpreters and English guides to excel during 3 years of schooling, a team that truly embraced his journey.
Rhode Island is very small and we don't have a huge pool of interpreters. So it took time to get full-time interpreters in place. I do have to say that Johnson & Wales is more than a team, we're a family, and it really took the resources of everybody at the university.
Classwork during the day and his mornings and nights spent fine-tuning his English.
It became clear within days that he was there, very committed, willing to put in extra time, have extra meetings to review what was needed.
Motivated by a passion, fueled by curiosity.
Oh, yes. And during labs, in class, I learned things that you didn't learn in Korea. This is all new information to me. So, for instance, how to work as a baker and how to actually bake. I understood that. Before, when I was working, I didn't know what the reason was for everything, and I wasn't told, but here I was told all that, so now I have a fuller understanding of it.
Jaewon, well, he has graduated beyond good bread.
I love the creations that I make, and it just inspires me. I feel really happy when I can make it and eat it and enjoy it.
And offers some sweet advice for all of us who are striving to achieve a goal.
When they find out what they want to do, that they try their best and grow, keep growing. If there's a challenge, they can do it.
And you were telling me that before Jaewon's very first class at Johnson & Wales, he took a picture of a place that would be his dream job, Seven Stars Bakery in Providence.
Right.
And that dream has come true. He got a job there this summer.
Just so happy for him. So he's working in the shaping and baking department. And his new employers tell us he's, quote, nothing short of amazing, and we agree.
Oh, absolutely. Good for him. Coming up, Blind since childhood, she is helping others to see.